Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Regrowth. In the last episode, we became a vampire, or, well, rather, we came close to doing that. So we were following along with the book. You know what? We don't need that guy anymore. Let's come back over here and... Actually, it might be in... Yeah, Observations of an Immortal. So we were following along with this book, and we made this neat little sacrificial thing. I don't know what to call this, but we made this little cool design. Killed a chicken and got some chicken blood, which basically led up to us meeting Lilith. And Lilith is the one who we had to fight. She is a demon in the nether, and well, after defeating her, we got some blood. Her blood, actually. And that is what we were after. So, where are we at? Well, we're to the point where we can start becoming a vampire. By drinking her blood, we will become a vampire straight up. And I have that with us, as well as some warm blood, just in case we need it. And here's the thing. Once we drink her blood, we'll become a vampire. And as you probably know from mythology and all that kind of stuff, vampires really don't like the sun. Yeah, a lot. Being a vampire and being in the daylight is really bad. Unfortunately, we also have bees over here that need the day in order to work. And we're going to need a couple other things. For later quests. Now, looking at all the quests that we have left, we have bees. We just need to get the apiary's armor set, which we're 14 out of 24, so we're getting there. We'll get there. That will allow us to basically do this last part, and everything will be good. So, encoding the world is pretty close to being done, I do believe. Considering there's, I don't know if there's hidden quests, but how the world grows, we need to kill Leonard, and we need to kill a witch hunter. Witch hunters will actually come with the position, and I'm going to sleep right now, and I will get to why here in a second. So witch hunters are going to come with being a vampire. We're going to entice the witch hunters to come attack us. But it's actually not that hard to do. Should be pretty easy to get them summoned and all that kind of fun stuff without having to worry too much about it. And let's see, what else do we have? Other than that, I do believe the only quests we have left are vampire stuff. And we're looking at the Rivers of Blood, where we need to get bloodstained wool and woven cure. I don't know how to pronounce that second word perfectly, but this stuff, which we'll get once we become a vampire. And the quest book does walk us through all the stuff we need to do, as well as this book. Proving worth. Alright, so there we go. That's where we're at. We'll get to that in a second. Now, looking at the quests, and I will be honest, I went and looked up kind of the progression for vampires in the Witchery mod, and I will say I don't know how far this is going to take us. There is a certain point where we'll need to literally fly to different villages, and I don't think it would work in this unless specific locations based on the seed would work or something. I don't know. There aren't any villages out there, so I don't know if it's going to get to that point or what, but we'll figure that out as we go. Now, once again, looking ahead, this second thing is something that we need to take a look at. So those are sun grenades. I know this because I kind of know where this is going. We need to make sun grenades for later, and I don't know if we need them, but let's make, let's see, we're gonna need 15 daylight sensors. Can we make that? Yes. So I believe we're going to need daylight sensors for this little mini build, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll be honest. Can we get quartz spheres? Do I have that? No. So we're gonna need to make quartz spheres. Which are these guys? They're not too difficult. They do require some Certus quartz, or not Certus quartz, just nether quartz blocks. So we're gonna teach the system how to make that. And like I said, or showed rather, I already know in the system how to make the daylight sensors. I went ahead and did that off camera just because. And you know what? Let's go ahead and teach the system how to make these. Because it's going to be easier. Yes, hello. Can I help you? I hate my coven. So we need quartz spheres, and we're going to get 12 of these. So that'll craft. Shouldn't be a problem. And the other thing we're going to need, there's the 12 of them, is the sunlight collectors. Sun collectors. Now this is going to require some repeaters, so we need 12 of these. And that should be everything we need. So there is the 12 collectors. Now daylight sensors. I need one more. Why did it not make them all? Huh, that's weird. So, oh, is it still in? No? That is odd. I told it to make 15. That should have been right. Because I need 3 of these guys. So, take a second. There we go. Alright, so we're going to set this up. And it doesn't really matter where we do this. Just, it needs to kind of be left alone. So, we're going to just put this... Let's get a little bit more space. Let's... You know what? Let's go over here. No, actually, we're going to go here. Since the villagers are down here, underneath this little place, this, our farm, all the villagers are down here. This is where we're going to spend our time once we become a vampire. It's covered. We don't have to worry about daylight, and everything should be good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can actually place these correctly. Now we can walk over these, sorta. It's weird, but we put a daylight sensor in between each of them. I don't know if it needs that. I will be honest. But then we just put these guys in the sun collectors. And eventually they will collect sun and become the sun grenades. So it takes like half a day or something like that. Don't know if we'll get them by the night or not, but it doesn't really matter. We won't need those for a little bit. Now, something else we're going to need, and this is for the current like little quest. Now, I want to make something clear. Once it's night, we can use the bed and the coffin kind of interchangeably to change the time. And that's something we're going to kind of do to make this a little bit easier on ourselves. We're going to try to go through as many levels of... Okay, so it's used both of those. We're going to try to go through as many levels of the actual, like, vampire stuff as we can today. Up until a certain point. We'll see if we get that far. I don't know if we will. But we shouldn't need this anymore. Alright, so I was making chocolate frames. Are they done? They are. So we have 12 of these guys. And I can refill all of the bees. And we'll get started on vampire stuff. So, alright. Let's pretend you're not doing a mod pack that is forcing you to do witchery stuff that you would not usually do, specifically becoming a vampire. I've played with witchery before on a server with my friends and all that kind of stuff, and it was great. I loved it. I was terrified of the demons. But the whole becoming a vampire thing didn't really appeal to me. Why would you want to kind of ruin your life by not being able to go out during the day and relying on blood in order to, well, the benefits just didn't seem promising. Well, there are a lot of benefits. So if you're playing Witchery without playing Regrowth, Witchery is a really fun mod. It really is. It very much favors multiplayer, but the big thing about this is becoming a vampire or werewolf, either one. There are two paths. It's very much a power boost with disadvantages. And so certain things are going to be problems, such as garlic. You can actually make garlic garland. This stuff is really kind of cool. You can hang it up around doors and stuff. And once we're a vampire, if, let's say, I put some up around a door or something, I would not be able to enter that door. It would physically push me back. I'm not going to show that off. Go play around with Witchery yourself. That's my suggestion. But we are going to take damage from the sun, and we're also going to be susceptible to fire, if I can say that word. But most normal damage sources, other than bosses, will not be able to kill us. We will be immortal, which is kind of nice. Leonard will still be able to kill us. Witch hunters use garlic, I believe, and fire. Fire can still kill us, but like a normal zombie or creeper or anything like that won't be able to kill us. I believe you get a standard, like a flat damage increase whether you use swords or not, just by being a vampire. There's a lot of cool abilities which you'll see very soon. I'm kind of waiting for it to be night. And let's see, we can't drown or take a lot of, standard sources of damage. So witches throwing potions of poisons doesn't really affect us. It does, but it's not going to ever kill us. We'll be immune to disease and all that kind of stuff. So it's really kind of nice in the long run. But you need to go through the levels. There's like 10 levels of vampirism. I believe it's the same for lycanthropy, being a werewolf. It's just a matter of which path you want to go and whether you want to be more of a gentleman who relies on villagers, and potentially even having minions, or more animalistic and aggressive with the werewolf. Werewolves do not use armor and like using their fists, so it's kind of hit or miss on which one you want to go for. Since the quest book says go for vampires, that's what we're doing. Alright, so it is nearly night. I'm going to shut that door. And I think it is time for us to actually go through with this. So today, or should I say this evening, he told me of his first kill. The first night he said was overwhelming. He had to fully sate his hunger. So what does that mean? Well, once we become a vampire, which drinking this goblet will do that. Is it nice and dark? It is. Cool. And the villagers are starting to go to sleep. So we'll drink this. And now you can see off on the left-hand side next to our infusion, we have some blood droplets. And we also have a new ability, I guess is the best way to put it. And that is, we can do 3 things. We have the ability to bite and drink blood. We can scent blood. And there's something else. What was it? I actually don't remember. But anyways, so the first night we need to fully sate my hunger. So this is the clue to getting to the next level. There are great tutorials, by the way. Go look them up. So all these sleeping villagers, you know what? Let's quickly I believe we just have a damage increase as well, is the other perk. Let's grab a gate. Let's make a gate. I don't know if villagers can actually, like, mess with this. So put that there. I don't think they can open that, and you can't jump over it, which is nice. So we are now a vampire. We can sense the blood of all these guys, and well, it's time to feed. So all we have to do is shift, right click at their neck level. Wait, nope, don't left click. We will come up. Oh, we have to have it highlighted. Whoops. So we hold it down and we will drain them of their blood. Now, if we go more than half, they will take damage. We actually want that, but not yet. So we just need to fill up our blood droplets. We currently have 3. We will get a lot more as we progress. So there we go. Our thirst grows stronger. We now have a new ability. Transfix and toggle night vision. So being a vampire, we like the night so much that we have night vision. By the way, I want to test something. Okay, we can still drown because of mariculture. I wondered, but we can toggle night vision on and off. We'll have other abilities. We can now transfix, and I believe that is the next thing we need to do. Transfix his victims, now able to drink as needed without others realizing, so long as he did not drain more than half. So from 5 oblivious souls. So during the day, we are going to need to drain blood. I don't think it's much, from 5 different villagers. So that's not too bad. And the way we have to do it is we have to transfix them. So while we're waiting on that, and since the night is young, let's start working on the actual quest. So we need to make some blood-stained wool. Well, we can do that pretty easily, actually, if I can spell wool. Let's grab some wool, and we need a bone needle. So what we can do is we just come out here, and we can place down wool, and then right-click on it. Can't do that yet. Might need to be a little bit higher level. So, okay, so we have to get to level 3 or 4. Alright, so since it is still night, let's go ahead and we should be able to still sleep in beds. Should not change. But if we go out in the daylight, we will die very quickly. So we're gonna keep that in mind. So we'll wake up the villagers, and now we need to transfix and drink blood. And we just need to do that for a little bit on 5 different guys. And I think that's everything we need to do. Now I don't know if we need to do so much. I think it's no more than half. So we'll just drink a bunch of blood from them. And alright, I think those, like, noises mean we're full up on blood. So I don't know if we just need to drink more blood or what. There we go. That's all we had to do. Just drink more blood. When in doubt, drink more blood. Alright, so now our thirst is even stronger. I believe at this level, we just have more little droplets, so we're already to 5. And strength of flowing into him. The more he drank as nights progressed, the stronger he became. It was on the 4th night after his mastery of drinking that the world slowed down. So, in other words, we need to do this for multiple nights, which is why I have the bed and the coffin. So hopefully this works. I don't know if it will. But we open the coffin, we can sleep in it, and it will become night. We drink a little bit of blood, and we'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna drink a little bit of blood from these guys. And a little bit too much. But that's okay, because that is how you get access to the witch hunters. So by causing problems for the local villager population, you will summon in witch hunters. And that is something we want to do eventually. Well, I say eventually, relatively soon. Because that is yet another quest. And basically the reputation you have with the villages and the villagers depends on kind of how you treat them. You treat them poorly, they're going to get mad, they're going to call in for reinforcements basically. So we just need to do this for a couple more nights until we get our quest. Now I'm going to keep the warm blood in there, and I doubt the bees did anything because it really hasn't been day all that long. So let's see bone needle. Can we do that yet? No. So once we get strong enough, we can cover this wool with blood, and that's the quest we need to do. So we drank some blood. We need to be close to these guys. We'll drink a little bit more blood. We can sleep, and we're just going to do this and kind of progress through time. So this should be the 3rd night. Or, yeah, this should be the 3rd night. And the villagers have only so much blood to give. But it's fine. Let's just make sure we have plenty. Alright, so there is another night. We'll sleep, and this should be the night. It might not be. We'll see. But yeah, so one of the big things coming up is... Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted, Mara? Okay. Not entirely sure why, because I think I bit him and took damage and he got mad at me. And then she came to protect me. I will kill her. You throw a potion and I will kill you. Mara, go home. Go home, Mara. Alright, so, let's go ahead and feed. He is not wanting to sleep, which is fine. We have more spawn villager eggs, so that's not too much of a problem. Let's go ahead, feed on him. And I don't know if there's a certain amount that you need to do, or if what I'm doing is enough. But yeah, if we step out there, we get hurt. Basically, if there is no block above our head, things will get bad. So, don't want that to happen. Let's make it night once again. I just want to see, make sure there's like nobody coming after us or anything like that. And maybe Mara will go home finally. Alright, so how close are we Don't know. We might have to do more than what I am. But yeah, just shift right click on their like neck area. And that's all you have to do. So we'll sleep. And hopefully this works. If it doesn't work on this night, then I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But we'll figure it out eventually. Right now, though, I'm kind of stuck in here unless it is night. Now, one little bit of a side effect of being a vampire, I saw that guy turn the hourglass. So one little effect of being a vampire is that if we die, our items won't take 5 minutes to despawn. They'll actually take 12, I believe. And the reason being is we need to have time to be able to get back to our items if we have to wait out day. Alright, so these guys are all like low on blood. So let's go get some new villagers. We have a spawn eggs. We have 4 spawn eggs for villagers, so let's go ahead and use these. We'll get some new villagers. And hey, you are blood magic. Alright, cool. So now we have new victims. So I don't know how much we need to drain each night, but I think what I'll do is go look that up here in a second, because we haven't got stronger yet. So let's sleep. Let's sleep away the night, and then we should be able to sleep away the day. We'll drink more. I wish it said how much, if you needed to drink a lot. 4th night after drinking. So yeah, that's what we need to do. It is day. Wait a minute. We'll sleep, make it night again, and see if this works. We'll drink one of these villagers more or less dry. So not you. Not you. They will slowly like replenish. So let's just go ahead and drink this guy. If he'll stop moving. And cool. So let's just do that for 2 more times. And see if that works. Because maybe we just need to bring him down to half blood. And see if that is what we need to do. Otherwise, I will cut and go figure it out. Go research it. So once they fall asleep, do we have any sun grenades yet? No. And we can't do this. So I guess let's go ahead and just grab all this stuff. Wait for the villagers to go to sleep. And then we'll drink their bloods. And here's the nice thing is I can always summon more villagers. That is not much of an issue for us at this point. So it's really up to when we can get the next upgrade. So let's find one of the fresh villagers, like you. And we'll drain you down to there. Alright. We sleep through the day, sleep through the night, sleep through the day, and then we'll try it one more time and see if this works. Otherwise, I don't know what we're doing wrong. So they're going to sleep already. Find somebody that's like mostly full. Should be one. Yeah, you. You'll be the final victim. So if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. So let's let's drain him down to half. Alright, well, I am not sure at this point. So, I think I'm going to go do a little bit of research to see if I can't figure out what I am missing. Oh, never mind. It just took a second for it to activate. So now we are even stronger. We have a speed boost that we can actually duplicate. We can get speed 4, jump boost 3. So we can go really, really fast. We can also toggle our night vision and all that kind of fun stuff. And it lasts for a little bit, and then we can toggle it as much as we want. It does cost, I believe, a little bit of blood, but it's not too bad. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to make some bloodstained wool. So we're just going to make a bunch of it, and that does require quite a bit of wool. Or rather, what is going to be the... sword. It does require quite a bit of blood, rather. So that is the first part of the quest, and then we need this woven... the woven cure, which is just melted. So, smelt the blood-stained wool, and that's what you get. So, right here. Now, is this used for anything else? I don't believe it is. No. So let's just go ahead and put all that in there. It'll all smelt up and be good. So we just come back up here. We get our woven cure, and that should be a quest. Now we need to make all of the vampire armor. So this stuff can make some really cool armor sets. That also give us bonuses. So the vampire armor, there's actually 2 sets. So first of all, you have your boots, your top hat, which you can also turn into a helmet. Now, the normal set is the top hat, the vest, the dress coat. There is a men's and a ladies. There are trousers and skirted trousers, and then your boots. That is a set. So it has a set bonus. Faster drinking when you're drinking blood. With 2 pieces, 3 pieces give you fire resistance and memorize boost, which we don't have memorize yet. Mesmerize, rather. And then all 4 pieces give you extended fire resistance. Now, it's still not good enough to survive daylight, but it's a little bit better than nothing. So we have 7. Let's see. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe we just need 24. So there is another set. Now, all of this, the dress outfit is leather armor based, and I believe it has the durability of iron. Now you can upgrade it to iron level, or at least 2 pieces with a vampire helmet and vampire chain coat. However, you will lose the set resistance, or rather the set bonuses of the extended fire resistance and the faster. No, you'll still have the faster drinking. You'll lose the extended fire resistance and the mesmerize boost. Honestly, I don't really care, so we're just going to go with the basic unless the quest book tells us otherwise. Now, these aren't just made like every other piece of armor. If you want the fancier stuff, it does require an extra piece of something. It looks like the ladies' dress requires a piece of leather, and the trousers uses the other piece of woven cure. But other than that, it's fine. So we just need to turn the rest of the stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn the rest of this into, bloody wool. So that means we need to drink. Now, we can drink from animals. Not recommended, because it's not quite as good. And we will just kind of try to fill up as much as we can. And there's 2 guys here. He still has a little bit left. And basically I'll get all of these guys as low as I can without like killing them or anything like that. Once you drink past the halfway point, they will start taking damage. That is something you can take advantage of later. But for us right now, it doesn't really matter. So all we're going to do is make as much of this stuff as we can. Requires quite a bit of blood, actually. So I think we do 1 more. And unfortunately, at this point, we're just going to kind of have to wait for the villagers to do their thing. Let's actually make a recipe for this, just so I don't have to keep running down there and doing all this stuff. So processing, that becomes that. So yeah, unfortunately, nope, not there. Where is smelting? I believe that is that one. Yes. Alright, cool. So unfortunately, we're kind of to the point where we're going to need to call the episode, just because I need blood. I do want to see something real quick. So let's run over here, and I want to see. So vampires are still not immune to like creepers and all that kind of stuff. We should not eat. That is another thing to keep in mind. Eating actual food will make us hungry. We just need to survive on blood. Now, we do have a couple things that we can look at. So first of all, do these guys have blood? No. Can't drink their blood. Alright, that is fine. That is kind of whatever. And the other thing is we have some worm blood. Let's see how much that gives us, and whether or not it's worth it to try to finish up this quest or not. But basically, it is almost day. This is not good. Let's get back and we'll drink our blood. My coffin is in there, so if we get trapped outside of here, outside of that room, things could be bad, but I believe this will just give us some more. Oh wow, that gave us quite a bit, so we'll make like 2 more. Alright, so with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode. And what the plan is going to be is I am just going to sit down here. I'm going to hang out with my villager friends. And, yeah, I'm going to just drink their blood. I'm going to let their blood supplies replenish. And once they have plenty of blood, so, let's see, can you drink animals? I feel like you could. Yeah, you can. They don't like it though. It's not as good as these guys. These guys have a lot more blood and it's a lot more tasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally hang out here. Hopefully the bees will do their thing and the sun grenades will do their things. And by the time these guys replenish enough blood, so it looks like they get about a half a droplet every day. So a couple of days and they'll be back to full. I can drink a bunch of blood, and next time we're going to make the armor and kind of continue on the vampire quest line. So that is the plan. Shouldn't be too bad, and we can kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!